because joining us right now is Julio Lopez. He does it all at Eastwood. He really does. He's the football coach. He's the athletic coordinator. Just recently named Coach of the Year in El Paso, and he also helped put together this such a unique opportunity for both Eastwood and for New Mexico State, giving the men's and women's basketball teams the opportunity to play their home games in Eastwood in their gym. And Coach, it's great to see you for the first time in 2021. And congratulations on what I'm sure is something that you and everybody at Eastwood High are pretty excited about right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Adrian, Steve, thanks for having me. We just actually, NMSU just wrapped up a practice 2 hours ago. It's an exciting time at Eastwood. We have so much pride at Eastwood, obviously, and it's been so much fun over the years to see the facilities grow. From what, basically when I was there, 6 years ago to where it is now, you wouldn't even recognize it. But it's just so exciting. It's so exciting to see NMSU on our court, and we can't be more happier.
I believe it. Now, this is something that I know has been about a week to 10 days in the process of really becoming a reality. And when Mario Mocha first found out the news that NMSU could return from Phoenix back to Las Cruces and practice and train, but not play their games, the next step was securing a location. And take us through the process, really, and how it kind of led to eventually the news we found out last night that Eastwood would be the new home for New Mexico State.
Yeah, I mean, so we were actually at I think it was a boys basketball game, and we had seen the tweets come out that NMSU was looking for a home site. We knew that the Coliseum had become a vaccination site. We also realized the Don Haskins Center probably wasn't a viable option because of UTEP's conference games there. So I think joking around, at least on our end, it kind of started off, hey, if you want to play in a great gym, Eastwood's available. And then, from there it took off, and our district leadership is so great. They took the idea and they ran with it. And conversations really all took place between NMSU's administration and our district leadership. And they made it happen. They got the contracts drawn up and all the logistics worked out. They gave us a schedule, said, can we make it work? And, obviously kudos to our leader, our principal, our staff at Eastwood, because this isn't easy. It's not an easy undertaking. It's a lot of work, a lot of logistics behind it. But we found a way to make it work.
Absolutely. And I think the point is that, there are a lot of high school gyms that you just think early on, it would have a chance to potentially do something like this. But some of those gyms are small. They don't really have the infrastructure for the scoring table and for the television and the things that really go into it. And the truth is, you have a facility at Eastwood, probably along with Bel Air, that are the two nicest facilities. Forget in the city, some will say in the state or even in the country. They're gorgeous, state-of-the-art, brand new renovated facilities, and that has to play a lot into attracting a Division I school like New Mexico State.
Yeah, no doubt. When we did our walkthrough with Mario Mocha and his team, there's a huge checklist that you have to check off as to what you have to be able to accommodate in trying to host Division I WAC games. So anything down to shot clocks being installed, down to the 3-point line being taped down, which we tweeted out a photo this morning. They got that done this morning. Down to replay, the telecast. Their games this weekend will be on Fox Sports Southwest, Fox Sports Arizona. So you got to be able to really handle their full production, play-by-play. I mean, it's amazing what goes into a game. But we're just very blessed. We're blessed that under the bond that was passed a couple of years ago, and when we got the new gym and the new facilities, that it was built in an arena style. And we're very lucky. We're very lucky that our kids, our coaches get to coach in there, and that we get to really showcase our facility to the country in the next coming weeks.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Again, Julio Lopez joining us right now here on Sports Talk via our Zoom conversation, following the news that everybody's talking about right now, the news that New Mexico State will be playing their games at Eastwood for the month of February. Adrian, I know you've got questions, so fire away.
Coach, we had a caller who chimed in earlier on our show and was talking about just the graciousness that your program provided and just doing kind of that El Paso spirit. It seems like El Pasoans just really have that, urge to always help out whenever somebody needs. I mean, just talk about just kind of taking a proactive measure and working with NMSU on this.
Yeah, to us, it's a no-brainer. And I'll give you two angles to this. Number one, when else and when other time are we ever going to get a chance to host a team that's a perennial NCAA tournament team? I mean, when you're looking at their history and what they've done over the last couple of years, just the chance at us being able to host them, it's a no-brainer to showcase our facility. On the other end of that is obviously what you alluded to, and it's just right now in 2020 and now 2021 in the first month of it, I think that as a society, I think we're all just trying to offer great, help in any way we can. And to look at NMSU, Coach Jans, Coach Atkinson, their programs, if you look at them having to be relocated to Arizona, and then they've only played 5 games in the last 3 months. They've gone through all sorts of craziness. They can't even call the Pan Am Center their home right now. And, for us to be able to provide a home to roll out the red carpet the way we did, and really just welcome them into our home, and hopefully they feel it as their home for the next month. For us is just it's a joy. It's a joy for us. It's a joy for our kids. It's a joy for our program, our athletic department, our district, and it's just going to be a lot of fun in the next couple of weeks to see crimson mixed in with a lot of blue and gold and on national television.
Julio, a lot of people know you as a former minor player, but a lot of people don't know it. You also played a little bit for NMSU too, correct?
Yeah, they don't know that part because I was terrible there, probably. But yeah, it was. I had just transferred from St. Mary's. I played under Hal Mummy in 08. I won't say played. I redshirted. My claim to fame at NMSU at the time was in our spring game in 08. I had 1 catch for 11 yards. That's it. So not a long list of accolades, but it was fun. It was fun to see both sides of the rivalry as a player. Me and Lavorick Williams, I don't know if that name rings a bell, but Lavorick Williams transferred to UTEP right after me, and he did the same exact thing. We were receivers at NMSU. We both ended up finishing our careers at UTEP. I'm very grateful to Coach Price, obviously, and everything I was able to learn under him and his staff. But you know what? People forget how Mummy orchestrated some of the best offenses in Kentucky history and really revolutionized offense in the SEC. So it was fun to spend a year under him as well, and just part of my story. And it's pretty neat now looking back that we'll be able to host NMSU. And at a point in time, I was wearing, the Aggie hat, just like them.
For people that have never been to the Eastwood Gym and really haven't seen the facility, kind of give us a description of what it's like, what really the renovations, how it changed, and ultimately, what sets it apart from every other gym, high school gym, really in the city and the state.
Yeah, number one, we loved our old gym. Don't get me wrong. I guess old, it wasn't really all that old, but we loved our gym. But, when you walk into this new gym, number one, the first thing that's going to stand out is the fixed seating. I think that's a huge difference. And one that if you look at premier gyms across the state and the country, that's really a mark of them. It's the fixed seating, the arena style, comfortable seating. So that's number one. And we have a huge capacity, upwards of 2,000, that can really hold a lot of people at one time. After that, I mean, you look up in the, obviously in the rafters, and you're going to see 2 digital jumbotrons. Not a lot of gyms have 2. A lot might have 1. You might have the nice big scoreboard in the middle, but we actually have 2. We have one on one side, that's a bigger one, and then one on the other side where we push our scores, our ads, our live shots. I mean, really just anything that we need to push, it's going to get pushed through there. And then, you just look at the design of it. The colors to me stand out. I love blue and gold. I'm as biased as you get in regards to those colors, but when you walk in, the colors just pop, and you just can't help but feel in awe of the gym. And then on the one side, facing the Montwood side, it's this huge window, right, that looks out to Montwood Street. That just adds to the beauty of it. You get a night game at 7:00. You look out there, you see the Eastwood neighborhood, and it's just an amazing site. And our, the BTC, the contractors, did such a great job with it. And it's been a lot of fun to showcase it in any way that we can over the years.
Now, I have heard that the gym is about 10 feet shorter in length than a standard college floor. Is that correct? And if so, I mean, you're probably talking 5 feet on each side. Is that the real only noticeable difference between, let's say, the Pan Am Center floor and what we're going to see starting this weekend?
Well, the biggest thing for me was, one, we understood the 3-point line was huge. So they got that taken care of today. Also, the restricted area underneath the basket, that's something not in a high school game that they have to mark off today as well. To be honest, in regards to the length, I also read that, or I also kind of thought that was going to play a role. We have yet to seen anything adjusted to accommodate that, though. Coach Jans and the team was on the floor today, and they were using our, basically our court for all of their drills, their 5-on-5 drills, 4-on-4s, et cetera. So I guess we'll see in the next couple of days how that plays out. Thursday for us is the big install day. We're getting the shot clocks installed on the top of the scoreboards. Their TV production crews are coming in. They're going to wire everything and get it ready to go for Friday night. And so, I guess we'll see Thursday if there's any adjustment, needed. But that's just something we haven't come across just yet.
Will there be any people allowed to attend the games right now, or will the gym be closed? Which I'm sure, based on the permanent seating and the color configurations, is still going to look great for you anyway, because you're just going to show off those blue and blue and yellow seats even more.
Yeah, well, right now, again, those are conversations held by the athletic department for NMSU, our higher ups in our district leadership. They're having those conversations. I can tell you, more than likely going into this game, if I had to guess, I would say there's probably going to be no fans for sure for this weekend, just because everything got put together so fast and furious. I can't imagine that, we would be able to get that done. Then again, it's 2020, 21. You just never say never. But, I guess we'll see how it plays out. As of now, we haven't been given any direction in regards to fans. But if they allow it, we'll be ready for it. And if they don't, again, we still, like you said, we get to showcase our seatings. They're also going to put a covering. So if you've seen like games on TV, whether it's an NFL game or the major college basketball, you see the coverings over the first 5 or 6 rows that have their logos, their sponsors, etc. They're going to be covering up the first 5 or 6 rows, and they'll be installing that on Thursday as well.
Any cardboard cutouts of you and other Eastwood personalities for these games?
Yeah, we got both the years ready already. So no, we won't have any. We won't have any cardboard cutouts. But we're just enjoying the process. It was so neat today to see Coach Jans. Coach, but it's just second nature for me that anytime I see another coach just coaching up their kids, there's always something I can take out of that. And for our, Coach Morales was there today, able to see practice. Coach Falk will be able to see practice. And for us just to see him in action, to be able to see Coach Atkinson in action, to be able to see them on our floor, to showcase the best logo in the state and in our Sarge and our Trooper head. It's just going to be so much fun. And again, we're just delighted at the opportunity to be able to welcome them in.
Julio Lopez with us here on Sports Talk. So with all the talk about NMSU and what's coming up this weekend and what's going to happen throughout the month of February, let's not forget, Adrian, that starting tomorrow, it's signing day in football, and there's going to be a lot of big news coming around the city of El Paso, and especially at Eastwood High as well.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to ask you, with Joseph Immediato, with guys like that, getting ready for a big signing class, what do you anticipate for National Signing Day tomorrow for Eastwood?
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Our district approved us to have a signing day on campus. So that's number one. We are so happy for our families and our kids, and we're going to do it the right way. We have 5 baseball players signing, a soccer player, a girls soccer player, a softball player, and then, some of our kids. Now, the bulk of our kids actually, because we have a lot with offers, but the bulk of our kids will actually sign in a big one later on. And that, we're expecting upwards of 10 in that one. For us, football-wise, tomorrow, we're really excited. Joe Immediato is going to add immediate length, size, athleticism to UTEP. I've told his parents, and we've said from day one with us, he is a diamond in the rough. If he's a guy that could possibly, like a Greg Long type. If you remember Greg Long from a couple years back at Eastwood, he could end up, possibly being a draft pick one day. That's just how athletic he is and how big he is. And then tomorrow, the other big name you're going to see, and we're just so excited to announce this, but today we got paperwork from LSU, and Vince Valdez, our defensive lineman, is going to sign a preferred walk-on agreement to attend LSU and be under Coach O up there, and it's just amazing. I'm going to definitely need LSU Alabama tickets from him at some point in the next 4 years, but it's going to be so much fun to see him up there. And this was such a great senior class. They've gone through so much. And so whether it's this signing day tomorrow with our group of 8 or 9 kids, or the ones that we have in the next 3 months, we just want to make sure we do it the right way and honor them the right way, because it really has been a special senior class.
Have you been to Baton Rouge before?
I guess I have an excuse now, right, Steve? So I'm gonna have to make the trip up to Death Valley and catch a night game in the next 4 or 5 years while Vince is up there.
You got to do it. You got to knock that one off the bucket list for sure. That'll be a lot of fun. Hey,
yeah,
Coach,
no doubt.
Congratulations on what's been obviously for you an amazing week or so, and looking forward to this weekend and really the rest of February, because there's going to be 2 series for the men, 2 for the women at Eastwood's Gym. And you know what? I mean, you guys were there to help out, and I know for that matter, Mario Mocha is so excited, as everybody is, including Chris Jans and company, and we're looking forward to seeing Eastwood's Gym out there on national TV as well, beginning this weekend. Yeah,
no doubt. Thanks for having me on. Again, we're very grateful to our district and school leadership for making it happen. And we're excited to, like I said, see a crimson mixed in with a lot of blue and gold, and the Sarge and Pistol Pete maybe taking a picture together here in the next couple of weeks.